beautiful souls, it's Isabella and welcome to episode 2 of the StarCluster Sessions. If this video inspires you, don't forget to hit the like button below and subscribe to my channel for weekly vlogs and videos every week. Well, after last week's episode, I thought it would be a good idea to delve into the subject of how to be true to yourself. Because being true to yourself is also about seeing the beauty in you and seeing the beauty in your heart. So in this episode I wanted to talk about being true to yourself, and I think that truth begins inside of you. So it's about making the changes in perceptions or inviting miracles in your inner world instead of trying to make an effect on the outer world outside of you. And so the truth that I'm talking about is not necessarily like getting a big flag and having a parade and making a grand statement about what you think about something, which is okay if that's what you want to do. But the truth I'm talking about is like your inner guidance or your inner vision or what feels right for you and your soul and making your dreams come true. So this truth is really about listening to your heart and following what is in your heart, even if others try to convince you otherwise. Sometimes it can feel really challenging to listen to your heart and follow your own inner truth. And this is especially the case if you're creative and you want to follow your own trajectory or your own path. And you might find that people with seeming well intentions might have different ideas about what you're doing, or really you following your dreams might make them uncomfortable or insecure and challenge their own beliefs about themselves and what they're doing. And so they might pressure you or not be supportive or have negative things to say, and this can feel like it's stifling your own truth and your own vision and your own voice. And what I've learned is that it's really important to acknowledge these voices outside of you talking or giving well-meaning advice, and to check it against your own inner feelings and your own heart. And really it's about listening to what's right for you and your path. Everyone's path is different, everyone's journey is different, and so being true to you is about listening to your voice and listening to your heart and allowing it to lead you even amidst the pressures or other voices outside of you. Because what I've learned from experience is that when people are pressuring you or trying to influence you, it's not always necessarily in your highest good. It tends to serve some purpose to them or to whatever insecurity or fear or whatever it is that they're projecting or dealing with. And so that's why it's even more important to listen to your own inner truth and follow your own heart. And doing this is kind of like dancing. It's like a muscle, it's an exercise, and the more you practice it, the more confident you become and the more worthy you feel of following the dreams that your soul has put forward for you right now. What really matters is how you feel about yourself. And if your soul has these dreams or visions and then it feels that you're buckling under pressure and the voice of other people, it literally breaks your own heart, and this affects your creativity and your inner vision and just your passion and joy for what you're doing. And so it's very important to listen to your own truth and not necessarily the truths of others outside of you. What's true and what works for someone else mightn't be what's true and what works for you. And it's a process of really going within and finding that courage, not just finding out what the truth is, but finding the courage to follow that truth in spite of what's going on outside of you. And as I've said before, what I've learned is that when there's pressure and people are pressuring or advising, or you feel like they're trying to back you into a corner, and they find many ways to do this kind of thing. And really, it's like a fork in the road. Which way do I go? And when your own soul sees you standing up for your truth and being gracious and kind, but still standing by your truth, still following your path, it gives you even more confidence, and you begin to feel more and more worthy and deserving of the dream that you and your soul are trying to create. So when you have that feeling of worth, it helps you even more to see the beauty in you, because you become an advocate for yourself, and you begin to admire yourself and cherish yourself for the good that you're doing and the reason that you're doing. And this builds self-respect and the confidence that you need to bring your big dreams to the world. When people have your best interests at heart, they don't pressure you, regardless of the situation. They try to be empathetic, they try to gain understanding, and to seek a win-win situation that benefits everyone involved. And so you don't need to beat yourself up about all those past instances where you felt like you backed down or you kind of buckled under pressure. Nobody is perfect, and we're all learning on this journey called life. And so just look back at these situations and honor yourself for seeing it through and for seeing how you can make better decisions in the future, and learn more about speaking your truth and why your truth is important for you. It's not about beating yourself up, it's just about learning from past mistakes and moving forward into the dreamy future that you're trying to create right now. And finally, never feel like you have to keep it all to yourself. There's so many other people on the same path as you, and it helps when you speak out for yourself. You know that you can always call on your angels, trusted friends, and guided mentors to support you and help you. It can feel really lonesome when you're going at it by yourself and, defending that you feel like you have to defend your truth against like a million different sources and people. And that's okay. But when you ask for help, you're supported and you receive even more guidance, more confidence, and more help in moving forward with your chosen path. So being truthful to you and following your heart and facing pressure or seeming pressure is something that builds your confidence and self-worth. And so I like to look at the gems or the pearls in the situations sometimes that we find ourselves in, and what seems like a challenging situation can help you to grow and evolve and become even more stronger, and fuels your art and your creativity and whatever it is that you want to do. So I challenge you now to speak your truth, and you'll find that as you go forward, you'll know when and how to speak your truth. And in those cases when you have a concern about being harmed or it's a serious situation, go to the correct agencies or people to help you, and they will reach out to you and guide you. In day-to-day situations and relationships where you want to become more confident in yourself and speak more of your truth, take steps every day and begin by simply speaking the truth to yourself. Practice telling yourself the truth and listening to how you really feel about situations that come or challenges that may seem to present themselves, and this will help you to build your truth muscle. So I hope you enjoyed this video and it inspired you to look inside your heart and see your truth and speak it and shine it for the world to see. Let me know if you have any questions or comments below, and what would you like to see me talk about in the StarCluster Sessions? What's challenging you? What do you want us to look at as a community and explore to help you make your dreams come true? So thanks for being with me again, and I'll see you in episode 3, and remember always that you are loved.